Hey guys, it's Cassie at Choice of Trinkets, and today I have a vintage My Little Pony. This is a So Soft, and her flocking is not doing the best. Let's see here. So she's missing her ears. She has very thin flocking here. Her nose is missing. Her feet are missing. It's very thin all through her sides and her body. About the only place that's still pretty fuzzy is down here where her tail and her back legs were a little more protected. But yeah, her eyebrows and everything, it's all kind of missing. So I thought she was a good candidate for being deflocked. I do have flocking. I may actually reflock her, I don't know, but I thought I would show you the process of deflocking that I use, and hopefully it will help you guys if it's something you decide you want to do. So we will be using some rubbing alcohol for rubbing over the painted areas. And then for everywhere else, I like to use acetone because it is faster to get rid of all that flocking. This is not a quick process. This takes a lot of time. And even when you finish, you will find that there is still flocking to be removed. I happen to have another of this pony already deflocked, but this gives you an idea of what this process is going to look like by the time you're all done. So I hope it helps. We're just going to start by getting her apart and prepping for this here. Ooh, oh, there's her. There's her little plug that was put in when her tail got put in place. Oh my goodness, your tail is like stuck. Here we go. Okay. So I have just settled in on using rubbing alcohol and acetone and calling it a day, because this takes long enough and you don't want to be spending more time than you have to on this. You will need a lot of Q-tips. When you are working around the painted surfaces on the pony using acetone, do not get too close to them. There is a very fine layer of maybe like sealant over the paint before the glue was applied, maybe, that gives you a
millisecond of going over it with acetone before you eat the paint. So try to avoid it. Use rubbing alcohol over any of the painted surfaces to get that flocking and the tacky, sticky glue residue off. But definitely be very careful around your painted surfaces so that you don't accidentally end up with a big paint rub in the middle of your blush, especially. That's very easy to do, along with the eyelashes don't seem to have much sealant on them, so if you're rubbing aggressively near there, it's very easy to take off some of their eyelash paint and eyeliner.
Rubbing alcohol does not damage the paint. You will need to do some scrubbing. You may want to use your fingernails to get all this stuff off. It takes a bit more effort since you don't have it eating the glue as easily as the acetone does. The biggest areas of concern in this is where there's paint, because you can get in really close to the paint with the acetone without bothering it. So things like the eyelashes though, you cannot. And the blush, if you get too close to blush, so like the whole cheek should be done really well without acetone, because otherwise it takes like stripes out of the coloring sometimes, and you don't want that. Okay. So that's how that goes. You can go ahead and remove hair if you want, or you can separate it and work on getting everything in between as well. I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to just separate it this time because I'm not sure that we're gonna need to rehair her. Her hair's in pretty good shape, so I will try to preserve it. Okay, so now you have the line between there that you'll be able to work on getting that out. If you don't feel like you're doing a good job getting it out of there, you can always just remove the hair, get it, and then redo hair. But if you don't have to, and your hair's in good shape, save yourself some time and effort.
Okay, so her head's almost done. You've got to go through, and as this dries, I keep seeing more and more little bits of flocking and little bits of glue residue that are still kind of like that darker brown color. So I'm trying to go through and repeat the process until I don't see that at all. Um, you know, it can take a lot of repeating this in order to find like your happy place with this, because it does drive you a little like crazy if you want it perfect. I'm not sure if perfection exists on a deflock pony, but you can get close. So, just keep repeating the process until you're happy. Wash it really well. See if, once it's dried, that if there's still any more, repeat it again. But her head's almost done. And then we're going to go on and do the body. But I'm going to do that in faster speed because at this point you have seen most everything that you need to know. You will end up seeing further in the video. I'm going to end up soaking the pony in rubbing alcohol for a minute just by dousing it. It does end up kind of softening the flocking in some places, so it's easier to kind of scrape off, but it's not great at removing the adhesive. The acetone does better at that. So do your best. If you've hung in this far, thanks so much for watching, guys. I'm going to power through the rest of this at hyper speed, so you can still get the gist of everything, but I've covered the basics so far. So I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, thanks so much for watching, and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more like this.
All right, guys, well, that's just about it. Big word of caution, again, acetone eats paint. Be extremely cautious. Do not do this for your first time ever on your most cherished pony. Do this on a bait lot. Buy something that's just destroyed that you want to practice on first, because using acetone, it eats paint, and you will likely have an accident on more than one pony while you're learning how to do this, and being careful around those spots. Just, it happens when you least expect it, so, you know, just get your practice in first and then try it on something that is a little more precious to you. So I hope that helps, and good luck restoring your own ponies and getting rid of that nasty old beat up flocking. I hope it helps. Anyways, guys, I really hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so I can see you again next time. For now, this girl's gonna go get a bath and finish being cleaned up. Bye.